Yo.
Ah.
Yo. Yo.
Ah.
Yo.
Your mic
Yo.
closer when you're ready.
Yeah.
Sound far.
Ah. Are we going for real?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I went and fuck a protester. Tell her I'm a hoe tester. And I'm about to infest her. Yeah, I'm gonna be. Yeah. She like hot Cheetos, call me Chester. Yeah. Tell her that I ain't no child molester. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Flip it on you. Yeah.
Like a pancake.
Don't check my fucking history.
Nope.
Cause you might find something that you don't wanna see.
What you see?
Yeah. Nothing but cartel videos and ripped DVDs. Yeah. Call me a pirate, piracy. Yeah. Arr. Yeah. Why stay on Earth when you can go to Mars? Let me take a trip. But that's just kind of fun. Yeah. Doing meth and heroin. Black tar.
Yeah. Fahrenheit Celsius.
Bitch, I really like Kelvin.
Yeah.
Chillin' with my boy Melvin.
Fahrenheit.
You really can't feel this dick all up in your throat, cause I got a miniature penis. Don't really care.
So small.
I'm a bear.
Alright.
Yeah.
When in doubt.
Yeah, Melvin.
BYU
Chilling in Fontana.
Yeah.
It's basically Montana.
Yeah.
There's no white people. There actually is a lot of white people. But I love all my brown people. What rhymes with people? Yo, with the buzzball. Dance in a hall.
Bring it.
Trying to get a sponsorship, but I'm enjoying the friendship. And Beto has a sick ass haircut I love though. Beto,
Hey.
fucking take it away, Beto.
Yeah. It's number 14 on the wall.
I was just about to go, bro. I was gonna go hard too.
Hey, go hard, man. Go hard.
It's your boy INFINITEDRE from the AM till I motherfucking Z, baby.
It's your boy Gazelle.
And it's your boy Beto.
And we got a very special guest before us. You've seen him before on BET, on Ridiculousness,
What else?
We've seen him on SpongeBob. We've seen him also on what's that other show? Wild and Out.
Yeah.
We've seen him on America's Funniest Home Videos. We've seen him try to sell you jewelry on the Jewelry Channel. You've seen him on Best Halloween Cake Competition that you ever seen. You've seen him at Great British Cookout. You've seen him on America's Got Talent. None other than the one and only Soul Primo, Childish Melvin.
Diaz. Thank you guys. Yeah. I've also been on Animal Planet. And I actually did come out on ABC. ABC. Yeah. It was stupid.
When your shit burned down, the one next to you.
It's funny because I saw you on Casting Couch and Bang Bus too.
Oh, really?
Damn.
That's actually so crazy.
You were actually on property, man. On property.
Yeah. Hey, dude, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Back when I was in college, I did a group project and we had to hold auditions. And we held the auditions in this random building in Hollywood.
Yeah.
It was the Casting Couch building.
No way.
Yeah. We were holding auditions, the room next to it.
Did you get to sign
the black couch? The fake palm, the fake tree that's on the side, the desk, the red desk.
I've been watching those videos. I'm like, they never water it.
Yeah, it's fake. It's fake. Yeah, Hollywood secret. That shit's fake.
It's only fair and right that we don't start this podcast without talking about the ICE. Today is the No Kings protest going around. The day that we're recording.
Yeah, I'm for the protests. I'm for everything. I'm for the expression of feeling of
deporting people.
No.
Oh,
I'm anti that actually. Gazelle and I share a similar situation where we have to constantly be around and work with people who came to this country just to work, and they came without papers and they have no papers, and it's like we got to know them really well, and it's like heartbreaking where, and I mentioned this on So Primos, where it's just like they're not taking the criminals, they're not taking people who got arrested doing bad things, they're not taking prisoners back to their country, they're going to places of work, they're going to establishments businesses, schools, and everything about ICE. It's despicable. Everything about how they have a new app where you can snitch on someone and get like $50 or something like that.
Oh no, what's that shit called?
That's some fucking neo-Nazi shit.
Yeah.
And that's something out of a movie. Like that's so fucked up. And we're repeating history yet again. And right now, it just so happens the victims are Latino people. And I say Latino people and not undocumented immigrants because it is Latino people. Because a lot of American-born Latinos are getting arrested. They are getting put through the system because they're brown. And that's fucked up. And quite frankly, if you're a Latino person and you're just like, no, they're just taking undocumented immigrants, you're one of two things. You're either ignorant, you just don't have enough knowledge on what's going on, or you're a stupid fucking bitch that doesn't realize that if they're gonna get them, they're eventually gonna get you, you fucking idiot. Because people can say like, oh, if they arrest me, I have papers. Yeah, but by the time they arrest you, put you in handcuffs, beat the fuck out of you, put you in a van, transport you to the jail, and then make you stay there until someone comes and bails you out, until someone, shows them that you're an actual American citizen. That's like 3-4 days of fucking pure hell. You're going to have to live with that for the rest of your fucking life.
And you probably lost your job.
It's on your record, or you get upset at this, injustice. So you might raise your hand at the cop, and now you're accused of, attacking a cop, and now it's going to be in the record for the rest of your life. You might have to go to trial. Like, it's fucked up. It's something out of it's a dystopian situation that's going on right now. And we're Latino. This is our people, and it doesn't even fucking matter if we're Latino. These are human beings. These are families. These are mother and fathers, children that are getting separated, and children. They're deporting fourth graders. After that, what else is there to talk about after fucking seeing that they're deporting fourth graders?
Fifth graders.
They can say, oh, but he was born in Honduras and he came here. Yeah, but he built his life here in America. Imagine that fourth grader. That's a 9-year-old. It's already fucking hard enough for a child to move from state to state. It's like, oh, I'm going to leave all my friends. I'm going to leave all my family. Well, I already built a life here. Why do we have to move? Let alone a whole other country. Let alone you're on the news. Let alone you're surrounded by cops. Let alone you see your parents in handcuffs and forcefully removed to a country that you know nothing about. Where's the humanity in these people? And I posted about this, and I'm getting out of the woodwork. But Obama and Biden deported so many people. It doesn't fucking matter what happened in the past, bro. You could be like, oh, if today in 2025 there's a militia cutting people's hands off, and we're being like, hey, that's wrong. We shouldn't allow this militia to cut these people's hands off. And then some idiot goes, oh, Obama allowed it. Biden allowed it. Well, yeah, you stupid idiot motherfucker. It doesn't matter if they fucking allowed it back then. It was wrong back then, but we were children back then. We were in fucking elementary school, middle school. We're adults now. And it doesn't even matter if we're adults. If it was wrong back then, it's still wrong now.
Also, Obama did do that, right? But he also didn't glorify it, like fucking make it news and make it a thing. Like, yeah, it happens. Like, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but it's also the risk that you take coming to this country.
It wasn't like his campaign.
But it wasn't his campaign.
It wasn't his campaign.
He didn't glorify it. And on top of that, he made it even more possible.
But then he wore that fucking tan suit.
That's true.
And then this whole fucking country just fell off his rails.
But he also made it possible for immigrants to start more of a process to stay here.
Yeah. Also, I think, especially with like the Obama topic, a lot of people forget that sometimes presidents that are in office are still reaping the fucking consequences of the last president.
What was passed through the board.
So a lot of times people love to be like
Congress, whatever.
Under Obama's presidency, as much as he advocated for immigration rights and such, all this shit was actually going on. But if you really look into it, it's like, oh no, that's because of the last.
It's a trickling
because of Bush. Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, but every Democratic president,
has always targeted.
It's always they've always fucked up, and it's just like, because they have to clean up. They have to clean up the Republican president's fucking mess from before that.
Yeah.
What was that guy's? I think a comedian said it. I forget which one it was. He always wears like a beanie. He's a black dude. He's funny as fuck. But he had said some shit like, "Yeah, Obama been in there for like a year or something like that." Like, and people are saying, "Oh, Obama this, Obama this." It's like, bro, it took like all these years for America to be fucked up. It's gonna take Obama a couple years to get the shit back.
Yeah,
you know, because that's like before, it's like the first black president. And it was
talking
like,
about Louis C.K.
It was somebody, I forget. No, first of all, he's not black.
Well, gingers are black. Apparently, that's what I've.
Oh, that's true. It is. It is. Hey, my fault. My fault.
My fault, bro.
Hey, that's me. That's me.
Yeah, we talked
You hear
about
this guy?
we talked about it a little bit before we even started recording, but
No, we didn't.
yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
So
We talked about it a lot.
yeah, we did talk about it a lot. But I told you before we started recording that you guys should go watch that episode, by the way, with Soul Primos. That last episode, bro, like, me and Lalo told you, bro, like, you're so well spoken. Like, I have so much passion and anger and frustration towards this, but I'm really bad with my words. You know, like, I don't know how to express myself. I don't know the right words to say. And so I kind of, like, I just stutter. I just never know what to say.
Sometimes you just refrain from saying anything because you're just like, I don't want to sound stupid, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I do the same thing.
And so hearing how passionate you were, it was almost like you were speaking for me, bro. Like, I was listening to Soul Primos on my way to work, and you were going off, and like that passion and anger you had in you, I was like, this is exactly how I feel. Like the words that I'm not able to say, you were saying for me. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it felt so good, and it felt so nice, because it was like, this is exactly how I feel. So I advise everybody to go watch that Soul Primos episode. But yeah, it's just, I can't believe it. Like, me personally, like I said, I'm really bad with words, but I literally cannot believe everything we're living through right now.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. It was difficult for me because there was already 4 days of ice raids before we filmed that, and I didn't repost anything. I didn't put anything on my story on Instagram or social media because I was just so overwhelmed with my emotions and my heartache for these people. Even before we recorded the podcast, I told Joe, I was like, I'm gonna try not to cuss for this entire episode because I do cuss. It's a part of my vocabulary. It's part of how I speak. I cuss a lot. And I told him, I was like, I'm gonna try not to cuss because I want this point to get across as cleanly and as smoothly as possible. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I'm gonna try not to scream so much. And because I can get loud, I scream a lot, but with this, I was trying to be as concise as possible, and it took me a couple of days to get my thoughts across. And even before we started recording the podcast, me and Joel looked at each other and we're just like, I don't really know how to start this. I don't really know what to say. So we just sat there. We sat there for like 5 minutes, and then Joel opened up his phone and he started just playing these heartbreaking videos of Latino people getting kidnapped, daughters crying, seeing their fathers being taken away, children crying, friends running onto the freeway, you know, like the Home Depots that I always go to and I know everyone there. I saw people that I knew running away, getting arrested, you know, all this stuff, and we just watched it all. We just watched it all, and eventually I was like, all right, press record. Let's start. And it's one of those things. Like, this is real life, man. I had to, you know, I've had to go drop off groceries for friends who are undocumented because they're too afraid to go to the supermarket. You know, they go to school, they have jobs, but they're too afraid to go get fruits and vegetables and salt and water. They're too afraid to go get water. And that's when I knew, I'm like, man, this is not right. We have lost the plot. This is like, this is so wrong. And the fact that it's not even the cops doing this, it's fucking ICE. It's a subsidiary of law enforcement that most of these fools are they just signed up just to get, you know, they get paid for every person they bring in
to incentivize.
Yeah, they get incentivized. So it's like,
and also filled with
that's what
to do it.
They're the reason why they're going after students and workers and parents and people who are actually good citizens of this country is because they ran out of the bad ones. They ran out of the criminals, and they realized, holy shit, there wasn't that many of them. All right, well, I still want to get paid, so let's go after these other people who are undocumented. That's why this is happening, for pure greed and ignorance. It's pure greed and ignorance. Everyone, and when I posted this, a bunch of people were like, "Oh, all emotion, no facts." No, this is facts. It's facts, and everything I fucking said was fucking facts, bro. I said, unless you're Native American, you're a product of immigrants, except for black people. Black people are the only exception because they were forcefully brought here. But other than that, you're a product of an immigrant that risked everything to come to America. It doesn't matter if you're white, dog. It doesn't matter if you're 19th generation, 20th generation. One of your family members risked their lives against people like you to come here. And then for you to become the very thing that your ancestors despised and feared, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed of yourselves, and quite frankly, everyone who voted for Trump should be ashamed of themselves. We should probably, yes, my heart says we should forgive these folks that are now regretting their decision. But what I know is that we should never forget. We should never forget who did that, and that's just how I feel. And I know that you guys have a lot of thoughts on this, and you guys are Latino. You guys, like me, have a lot of undocumented friends and family, and it's important to talk about this because why the fuck else are we doing this shit? Why the fuck else are we fucking on a platform and sharing our thoughts on literally anything in this world? Why else if not to talk about this? This is real life, dog. This is real life. This is not. We're not talking about other countries and other things that are going on, bro. This is our city. This is our people. Why the fuck are we not talking? Why the fuck are we not going to talk about this? And we're not doing it to get views and fucking all this shit. We're doing this because it hurts. Because this shit fucking hurts, man. This shit is affecting our daily lives.
Yeah, there's a lot of fact and emotion that people are disregarding.
It's so silly.
Like there's emotion-filled facts.
Exactly.
That people are like disregarding.
Exactly.
How so?
Bro.
Because for example, if I'm feeling this rage, it comes from a place, but also a recognizable place. And also an acknowledgement of hypocrisy on another side, you know? So these are like they're emotion-filled facts. Like I'm feeling this fact and it just resonates with me differently. So why wouldn't it like empower me to speak up about it, you know?
That's how I know. It's so obvious when someone goes, "Oh, fact over feelings." That's how I know you're a fucking idiot. That's how I know you're a fucking dumbass, bro. Because no smart person is ever gonna say that.
Imagine it feels like the Declaration of Independence, and motherfuckers were at the meeting like, "This is just
this is all feelings. This is all feelings. Oh, every man has the right for the liberty and pursuit of happiness."
Yeah.
Britain was probably like, "Oh, that's just feelings.
Yeah,
that's just feelings. Fuck you, dog. Fuck you." Everyone that's saying like, "Oh, you shouldn't riot and destroy public property," and fucking that's so wrong. The fucking Tea Party. The shit that fucking they teach you in school that white people are so proud of. Yeah. That was destruction of property. Newsflash, you dumbasses. Bro, that's why it's very, very, very rare.
Anytime we fought for freedom.
Yeah, it's very, very rare for an educated person to be racist and a piece of shit. Yeah. Because if you're educated, nine times out of 10, you're gonna be like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I know about history. I know about, history repeats itself. I know about all of the laws and things like that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's we could talk about it all day about it and stuff like that. But this is just real life, dog. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, why are you guys getting political? This is real life, man. Yeah. And if we allow this, we already know that this administration wants to get rid of birthright citizenship. That's all of us in this room right now. That's all of us in this room right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these.
I'm actually 6% black.
Yeah, all right, man. I'm sorry for that.
He actually is, though.
I'm sorry for that.
No, because your ancestors.
Apologize for. My people came on these ships.
Yeah. Are you 6% black?
Yeah, he is. He did the whole this thing.
Really?
Yeah.
What part of that? What part?
All of Africa.
All of Africa.
I don't. What was it? Was it for
Sub-Saharan? It was West African. It was all kinds of stuff.
Oh shit!
You need to notice. This is why I'm so good at like rapping.
That's why. If I may,
put 2 and 2 together.
If you may intervene,
not intervene. I just want.
No, that's.
I want to add
the ravine.
And I don't know where I'm gonna go with this, but
the canal though.
I'm gonna speak my mind for a little bit. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but this is a real emotion, okay? Because right now I was feeling choked up and shit when Melvin was talking, and I got a lot of anger, a lot, bro. It's crazy. And I think what you're saying is right, and especially the part where you said like recently right now, you're just like if you're educated, it's rare if you're fucking racist, you know. And I think myself, I think I've also fallen victim to the fucking being uneducated sometimes, you know. Not that I've ever been a racist cunt or anything, but I think sometimes I'm not educated enough to the point where I can be led astray. I can start to believe certain things that other people are telling you, right? Don't get me wrong, I've always been on this side. Always, no matter what, I've always been this side. But to be quite frank, I've never been like, oh, I lean completely left, because I don't. That's not my reality. I don't lean completely left, right? I've never been a fucking hardcore conservative either. How could I be? I come from a product of immigrants. So there's certain things that maybe I've been led astray. But the fact of the matter is, I think some people today, I think people in general are fucking got too much pride or are scared to just be like, I was fucking wrong. Mm-hmm. Right. And right now is the moment to be like, I was fucking wrong.
Shout out to people who have done that too.
And that's okay.
To Melvin's point,
yeah,
we should forgive them. But you know, you can't. You also got to remember.
It's hard. It's hard. But it takes a lot out of a human being to be like, I was fucking wrong. And I think even me myself, I was fucking wrong. And I'm saying that shit in front of you guys. Not that I've never been a fucking like a Trumpian. Never, ever. You guys know I've voiced my opinion on here ever. But I think I was wrong in the fact that for a second, I was like, maybe they'll lead with compassion.
Bad. Yeah.
Maybe they won't go this route. And I talked to the people on the internet on this podcast, and I was like, you know, let's be understanding. Beto knows. I was always like, you know, people are from different backgrounds. People come from everywhere around the world.
Most
you know
Mexicans have conservative values.
Yeah, and my stupid ass is like, maybe they won't go down that route. Everybody calm down. We've already seen Trump's first term. We were fine at the end of it. Yeah, he tried to implement a lot of bullshit, but it didn't happen. And here I am today. This motherfucker got to work as soon as he got this time. He knew he was doing. He knew he was just like, I don't got to listen to this guy. Well,
because it's his second term.
Yes.
In the first term, he still wanted a second term, so he kind of treaded lightly. Now it's like, okay,
it's like he preheated the oven.
It's like a tenure. When a professor has tenure, they can do whatever they want because they can never be fired.
And I think and that's why I apologize to my girl, right? Because my girl, if anybody hears your full opinions, it's your girl, right?
Yeah.
When because you guys have one-on-one conversations, your girl's gonna hear you. And my girl was from day one. She was always like, "This is bad. And I was like, "Babe, let's see how it fucking see what happens. Maybe it won't be all that bad." Naive.
Yeah.
I was also just hopeful, I guess.
That's a better word.
But that's stupid. We should have seen the signs. I should have seen the signs. And look where the fuck we are now. Like you said, seeing those fucking heart-wrenching videos of families getting torn apart, bro. Kids yelling, Mom. Bro, what the... That's not a fucking criminal, bro. That's not a criminal. That lady is not a criminal. She's not a criminal here. She wasn't a criminal wherever the fuck she came from. She's not a criminal. Say the fucking real thing that's going on. You're a racist fucking piece of shit. That's what's really going on. And I was telling you guys off the pod, now more than ever, I've been on this fucking planet for how long? 28 years, bro. I've never felt the racism as much as I felt it right now. These motherfuckers are feeling empowered, bro. And that's what's upsetting to me, bro. For the first time in this year alone, I got 2 racist fucking incidents. And I was like, oh, these motherfuckers think like...
comfortable.
They're feeling like, oh, it's cool. It's all good now. Red flags are out, bro. And I just want to, myself, I want to say to everybody out there, I was fucking wrong, and it's okay to just admit that you were wrong.
That's really powerful, dude. That's really powerful because a lot of people aren't going to admit it due to ego Maybe they don't. I don't know. But that's really powerful. And you didn't vote for Trump.
No.
That's why you're cool with me. But
Great. I wanted to go fucking viral. Now this fucker's gonna go viral.
I don't want to go viral.
I
That's not
think
my
that was
point.
wonderful. And you said
I don't want
for the first time in your life.
I don't care to be viral.
for the first time in your life, you experienced racist shit. And during Trump's first term, I would tell people it's not exactly Trump that I'm worried about. It's Trump supporters that I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? It's Trump supporters. It's the people that he enables, the people that he gasses up. You know what I mean? And people don't realize. And again, people don't realize that these people that are getting deported right now in the ICE raids, they spent more time in America than they did in their fucking homeland. What are they going to go back to?
I think even people, there's a lot of people that say like, oh, if you love your country so much, why don't you go back, right? And that's such a privileged point of view.
It's such a stupid fucking thing to say.
It's the most privileged thing anyone could ever say because, I mean, luckily enough for me, my parents did the thing where they came, and luckily for me, I was able to be born here and grow up in the USA and grow up like good, you know?
Little anchor baby you.
Yeah. And, but, bro, like a story my dad always tells, bro, like Mexico is not a third world country, right? But there's towns where they grow up like third world, like they are in a third world country.
Yeah.
Damn near. Yeah, no electricity, no nothing.
It's like America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my dad always tells this story, and it's like, it's so heartbreaking to me always, right? And it's like, it always puts into perspective, like, holy shit, you really did this, like, for me, you know? Like, you did this, like, you didn't know who I was going to be, but you did it in hopes that you'd have a family one day and that your kids would never go through what you went through, right? And I say it's privileged because my dad always tells this story about how he says he was, like, 7 or 8, and they'd watch TV, right? And there was, like, this new scooter out. And because it was, like, they would have also, like, a lot of American commercials on the Mexican TV, right? And there's this like new scooter. Oh, it was like a skateboard. And he's like, "Oh, holy shit! I just saw it on Back to the Future. That's so cool. I want one of those." And him being like a 7-year-old kid, naive and oblivious to his reality, even though he kind of already knew. He told his birthday was coming up. He told his mom, "Mom, I want that for my birthday." He says that my grandma smacked him in the back of the head. It was like, and he's like, "Are you stupid? You're never getting that for your birthday. You're lucky we have something to eat today." You know, and he said he went to sleep that night and he dreamt that he was riding that scooter. And he said that he knew it was a dream and he knew he was about to wake up. So he hugged that scooter as tight as he could in hopes that he'd wake up with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And like, to think like a scooter here, like what's a scooter here? That's not nothing, bro.
It's like $25.
It's like the privileged, like people say, go back to your country if you love it so much, you know? And it's like, you can still love your country, but you don't realize
you could love your culture.
Yeah.
It's always culture above.
It's your people.
Yeah.
It's your home. You could love your homes and yet not be there. That's like saying like, when people move out of their parents' house, they could love their parents and love their home, but they're still going to go live somewhere else. Yeah. That's like saying like, oh, I hate living in this city. Well, just go back to live with your parents then. That's how stupid you sound. That's how fucking dumb you sound.
That's a great analogy.
And it's like what pisses me off, Beto, is when people go like, or they just come in the right way. It's difficult for a stranger to piss me off, but when fucking someone says that shit, bro, it just shows you haven't lived life. Mm-hmm. You haven't lived life. You haven't earned the right to speak on things you don't understand about, dog.
Get off of Facebook.
You're a fucking. I keep calling them idiots and shit, but that's what they are, bro. And I can't. If a first grader says a slur in front of me, I'm not gonna get upset with the first grader. I'm just gonna be like, "Where'd you learn that?"
Where your parents?
I want you to know that that's bad. That's how I view these people. I'm like, I'm not gonna get upset with you. I just know that you're not that good. You're not that smart yet. You know what I'm saying? And when people say like, why don't they come in the right way? And I was telling you guys off the podcast, like, they think that these immigrants that come inside of America just walked. They just walked across a bridge to get in here, bro. They don't understand that they had to risk everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. They left their family, their loved ones. Some people leave their children to give them a better life, to send money back home. They leave their wives, they leave their husbands, They leave their neighborhood, their hometown,
Their language.
Beto. They leave their language. They leave everything. They leave their culture. They leave the sky above them. They no longer see. They see a new sky now. They see the moon differently now. Everything. Their entire essence, bro. Mm-hmm. They leave it all. They leave it all to come, not even for money. They're not promised anything. They're not promised an apartment or a fucking house, money. Bro, they just want an opportunity to try, bro. And that's that's good enough for me, dog. That's price of admission to come into this country. And if someone's willing to pay that, then by all means, come through, dog. That's how I feel. And for someone says, oh, just do it the right way. You don't even understand how much money it is, how much time it is, how frustrating the process is. They don't understand that the process is meant for you to give up.
Yeah, the process isn't right within itself.
The process is designed for you to want to give up.
People who come from over there will sometimes play coyotes. Coyotes meaning somebody who helps them come into America, the United States of America. Their asking price for the most part right now is between $10,000 and $20,000. US dollars. Do you understand what that money is in a country like that? Like, that they're willing to pay this amount of money over doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Just for a second, think about that.
You know, I've never told this story before, but I had a good friend of mine. We would do construction together. He was from Guatemala, and he was my age. So I was just like, damn, when'd you come here? He was like, I came here when I was 18 years old. I was like, how was that? You know, during the lunch break, I was like, how was that? And he was like, it was tough. And I was like, well, what happened? And he immediately starts tearing up. So I was like, it's okay. You don't have to tell me. And he's like, no, I'll tell you. And his story was that he paid a coyote with his sister, his older sister. He paid a coyote, and like 20 miles from the border, the coyote goes, oh, we have to separate the men and the women now. And he was like, no, it's my sister. We need to stay together. And the coyote was like, well, the options that you have is you separate or we just kill both of you right here. Because there's no laws. There's no government governing coyotes. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're asking sympathy from a drug dealer or a gang member, they're going to be like, we're already committing a crime, bro. We're not going to fucking, who are you going to snitch on us? The cops? Because you're already fucking doing something that's, not legal. So eventually they're like, okay, all right, well, here's my, they try to form a form of communication to, once they get past the border, to get back to one another. He makes it to America, and he never hears from his sister ever again. So he paid the ultimate price to get here. And some fucking scumbag on the internet is going to hear this story, and they're going to have the audacity to say, well, that's just feelings. That's not fact. Mm-hmm. At what point are we supposed to put these facts over our feelings? This is humanity. This is humans. It doesn't matter if a fact is that a bullet to the head kills you. But if you go, oh, please don't shoot me, I don't want to die. Facts over feelings, cousin. Fuck you, dog, you dumbass. We've lost the plot. These people have lost the plot. Mm-hmm. These people have lost the plot tremendously. And the sooner we go back to our humanity, to loving each other, whatever color we are, the sooner the world will be a better place. Right now, it's just happening to Latino people. But soon it's going to happen to another group. And then after that, another group. And then after that, another group. No one is safe right now. So the most important thing to do is to unite. It's to unite. Mm-hmm. So when I see these videos and I see these people say this type of stuff, I always think back to my friend that went through that. And you said something before the podcast. You were like, if something happened like that to me, it would change me. It would change me.
Forever.
And when my friend told me that, in my head, I'm like, oh, I would burn everything to the ground. I would use my powers for bad. I would do everything in my power to cause as much destruction as possible. And you know what my friend did? He shows up to work at 6 a.m. every fucking day. Fuck. The nicest motherfucker I've ever met. You know how much strength that takes to go through something like that and still show up to work? These are the people that ICE is targeting. These are the people that ICE is targeting. So, you know, you could say, oh, Ponte los Pilos is getting political now. Fuck you.
Oh God.
That's all I can say. Fuck.
And we
you,
also
dog.
we've always been very well spoken. So people who have been here a while, they already know what's up. But people who are gonna see us because of the White Razor clip, what's up? This is what we're about.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, leave. It's cool.
Hey.
We don't need you here.
Fuck you, dog.
But I want to add to a couple points that you said. You said people doing it the right way. People are showing up to their court dates and then be like, oh, denied.
Crazy, bro.
Also, ICE is right behind you. They're gonna take you because.
Hey, say that again for the fucking motherfuckers that don't know about it, bro.
Because they got denied.
They're catching people that are doing it the right
People
way.
are doing it the right way, and they're going to the court, and the court's gonna be like, "Oh, we decided to deny your residency here again." Also, ICE agents are right behind you. They're gonna take you because you're illegal.
The point being, like, doing it the right way when the system isn't doing right by the immigrant themselves. You know?
Yeah. So I had
So
that.
it's hypocrisy, honestly, and especially when it comes to these conservative people that really genuinely drive home their values, especially because I recently became like religious, like, and I'm not fucking far from a perfect product of that, but you know, like, we always want to stand, conservatives always want to stand next to scripture, like when it's times like these to like God bless America and all these things, you know, and we forget a lot of times that Jesus, one of the biggest things in the Bible that a lesson that can be learned is you know, Jesus said to welcome foreigners onto your land, you know. So this is not even just of a policy thing, it's the way of our treatment of one another too, you know, like, and how we don't even do that, and we're supposed to be like this. If you're a conservative, you know, and you really stand by your values, especially when it comes to like your religious beliefs, you're not even doing that properly. So reflect inward on that, you know, like reflect on how you could truly be like, stand by your values, stand up for others. And if you have other beliefs, find the holes. Always try to find the holes and fill those, you know, like with always challenge your belief system in that way, you know, because you'll find out that there'll be a lot more, like the government and something else may contradict each other, and then now you got to choose a path of failing over what is factually presented to you, you know.
Yeah, because I don't really want like I don't want to live in a country like in America, like, because I have love for being American as well as being Mexican. Like,
yeah, 100%.
I love that. I don't want to live in a world where it's just Mexicans here. I don't. Yeah.
Real quick.
By the way, love the way that people are like waving like half American, half Mexican flags right now.
Look, dude, we
That's
love
fucking
America.
beautiful.
We all love America.
Real quick, I just want to say, nobody loves the United States more than a fucking immigrant, bro. I swear to God. Those like, as much as that's what people get confused. It's like, as much as they'll wave the Guatemalan flag, the Mexican flag.
Yeah, so they don't realize when an immigrant is this rare, but it does happen when an immigrant comes to America and then they hate America. You know what they do? They leave.
Yeah.
They go back.
Yeah.
No immigrant is going to stay in America and they're like, oh, I hate this country. They just leave.
Yeah.
They go back to Mexico. They go back to Central America, South America. They just leave.
There are more Americans here that hate this country than immigrants.
There are way more Americans that hate this country more than immigrants.
And it's funny, like, being products of my bad, Lalo. I cut you off real quick, but
it's cool.
but being products of we're first generation, right? Excluding dreams, we're first generation.
Take it offensively.
Those our parents will let you know when you're like, oh, you don't know how good you fucking have it. You don't even have a clue how good you have it. And we've grown up with that instilled into us since the day we were born.
I said it from the beginning when Trump first got elected as president. I'm not even that offended that like white people voted for Trump. I'm more offended that our people voted.
Oh, that's the worst.
And it's like, because in my mind, I'm like, how could you do that, you know? So now I have a question for you, Melvin.
Yeah.
Just recently, there's this girl going viral because her dad got deported. And she's crying to the internet asking for like donations and stuff. Then come to find out, her whole page is like pro-Trump.
Oof.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now she got a little taste of like what she voted for. Now she's reaping the consequences.
It's that whole fuck around and find out thing.
Yeah. So, you know, you said it earlier. You're like, forgive, but don't forget. But how do you go about a situation like that where it's like, do you feel bad? Can you feel bad? You know, like, because at the end of the day, her dad is still a human being. But
I think that goes deeper because
yes, but
that's
I think people forget too that these same Latinos were also tricked too, you know? there's a little bit of trickery on that side too. Like I'd be lying if I said that every Mexican that voted for Trump was expecting the outcome or knew the outcome that was going to happen. There was some trickery.
Well, that goes from
politics.
lack of education, lack of knowledge.
It's on all politics on both sides. You know, there's like
no, but it's also a lot of like what you said. A lot of I don't know if it was you or someone said that a lot of Latinos have conservative views.
Yeah.
It's also a lot of Latino
within.
people, a lot of Latino men, a lot of Latino women didn't want a woman in power. They didn't want Kamala, especially a black woman, Indian woman. They didn't want that in power, and they'd rather have a white asshole in power than just a woman. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things like, if any good can come out of this situation is now for future generations, like let's keep the misogyny away from political views. Like, but Kamala was was highly educated
because those are
many
separate,
degrees.
Those are separate like identities, right?
Yeah, many degrees. She would literally be the perfect candidate, regardless of what party you are. She's the obvious better candidate versus Trump. But a lot of Latino people weren't ready for a woman president. That's just the reality of the situation. But to answer your question, when you see stuff like that, it's like someone crying and being like, "Oh, my father was deported and I didn't know Trump was going to do this." In that situation, that's where community comes in. If she was a good person, if you're a good person, you're going to have a good community, because good people find good people. And community is so important, especially nowadays. Community, a village. Do you get what I'm saying? And she cultivated a village full of pieces of shit. So what she needs to do is to ask her village for help now. And I don't think they'll give them that help. Do you get what I'm saying? I think it's like the type of thing where you reap what you sow.
Made your bed, kind of.
Yeah, you made your bed.
Don't ask the outside village.
Don't ask the villages that you talk down on. Don't ask the villages where you voted to take their rights away for help. Yeah. I mean, you can, and there are good people who will, regardless of what she's done, will help her, and that's the beauty of the world. That there are people who just do the right thing all the time.
It's the same thing as the people who were the people who were helping the officers and stuff get the shit out of their eyes.
Yeah.
The Hispanic ladies.
The Hispanic mom. I know she's not wrong about that.
Owner of the store.
La señora putting
milk in the eyes of the
I
cops.
seen that. That was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But like going back to my point, I was saying I got cut off saying like I just don't want this fucking place full of Mexicans. It sounds kind of crazy, but what I was gonna say is like I don't want them full of Mexicans because I what I love about America and I take pride in it, and also I don't condone and I don't fucking fuck with the fact that you burn the American flag either. That's fucking corny. That's fucking weird. I don't stand with that. I don't, because like I take offense to that, because burning any flag is disrespectful. And I'll burning the American flag for me because I'm proud to be American and Mexican. I'm proud to be both.
Yeah.
So I don't fuck with that whole notion that people are doing. I get why you're angry, but I don't think that's the right way to go about things. If you burn a MAGA hat, I don't care about that. That's corny. That's stupid as fuck. You should be burning that shit. You shouldn't even be wearing that. You're saying like don't be people who wear that say don't be a sheeple, but you go and buy merch from a fucking dumbass motherfucker like that. Handle, homie. But
that's facts.
But but go ahead and buy these hats when they come out. I love what I love about America is that it's a melting pot for everybody. I love seeing my black homies, Chinese homies, everybody that's here, Mexicans, white people. I love everyone that's here. Like, I don't associate behavior with a race. I just associate the behavior with that single person. Oh, you're just a dumbass. Not everyone that looks like you is a dumbass. Just you're the dumbass.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes racism.
Yeah.
So like my thing is just like.
But as if they care to differentiate.
But most people don't. But what I'm saying is like, for me in America, that's beautiful. It's just like knowing like just that person's a dumbass that you dealt with.
Right. I'm
sorry to the people who got like, you know, to some I know some ladies and even some dudes who are straight that their uncle who was an immigrant touched on them when they were younger, and he happened to be Mexican. Just throw Mexican out there, and now they're like, fuck that. Every immigrant's like that. Every immigrant's doing what he did to me.
Yeah.
And that's not the truth. The truth is that's just the dumbass fool that did it to you.
Yeah.
And we've seen examples of Trump doing that shit, which is crazy at his rallies where he's like, the one girl that was killed by an illegal immigrant. And it's like, okay, sure, you got one.
Mm-hmm.
Statistics show that crimes are committed by far more by people who live here legally than by illegal immigrants.
Oh,
Those are just the
it's an
facts.
astronomical difference.
It's not
yeah.
even close.
Even with all that, other people from other countries, as much love and pride, people are saying, go back to your country if you love it so much. As much as you love your country, you also know there's faults in your country. And there's faults in this country. Lots of them. And those faults that people went away from their own countries that they were born in, that they left all their family behind, must have so many bad faults that they had to come to America to build a better life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to get people to understand too.
Yeah.
It's just like they left and then that's why when those immigrant people who do not have a voice, that's why those fucking banners are everywhere. People who do not have a voice will always tell their fucking kids and join in their head, your country's giving you the option to speak up, and you're just saying like, well, they're just giving me a fake remote anyways, doesn't even do anything. The government is this, the government's that. And it's like, but they're giving you the option, so you might as well fucking try. Their country that they left didn't have that option. It was so fucking inner works in their government that it was just so fucked, and then like they're like, this is what you're gonna get handed for the rest of your life, and you know this.
Yeah.
So suck it the fuck up or leave this country. And what they do? Leave the country, pay $10K US dollars when they're making maybe $3 a day each.
Yeah.
US dollars. You know how much
that.
they must have saved? You know how much they saved just to get here?
Yeah.
Their family members that know probably these are the most educated of our own family members. So let's raise every money that we can. Let's raise it so they can leave this country, because they might be able to get a job out there and send us some money back.
Yeah.
That's the dream. If people don't understand by now.
Yeah.
The dream's not to come here and fucking rape women. That's just fucking stupid. There's dreams not to come here and be the biggest cartel dude in the world.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. They're sending us not the right people. It's coming from more than Mexico. It's coming from all over South and Latin America, and it's coming probably from the Middle East. And it's got to stop.
I do a podcast called So Primos with my co-host Joe Romero.
That's
He wanted
you?
to be here. Yeah.
They know.
That's you.
Yeah. He wanted to be here so bad, but he's working because he travels every weekend. Every weekend he's out of town.
We actually, you know, it's crazy you bring him up. We have an inquiry towards him.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask. I'll answer anything about him.
I already asked him.
We want him to do all of our clips, but for free.
That's crazy.
I've seen what he charges, dog. I don't think you guys can afford that.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're cooked.
Yeah, that was our inquiry.
Yeah.
That was inquiry?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
I asked him, he said, bro, I'm overbooked right now like crazy. But here's a guy that we use for So Primos.
Yeah.
oh, we do have a Filipino. We have a Filipino
he's
college
that
student.
busy?
Yeah.
We have a Filipino college student that lives in the Philippines, and like what we pay him,
Just take advantage of him.
when we pay him, it's like a little bit for me and Joel,
It's breadcrumbs.
but for him, it's like a monthly thing.
America.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
and that's the beauty of America, and that's the beauty of other countries.
We're the rescue heroes.
If we're not taking advantage of him, we're giving him an opportunity.
On God.
We're just taking notes of a white America, dog. That's what we should. That's what we got to do, man.
Yeah.
And we pay him, bro. Yeah, it's cool or whatever. But for him, bro, he's got groceries for 50 days, dog.
And he's
Niagara.
good. You guys like him?
Oh, we love him. We love him. He's
good.
fucking cool. Yeah, he's
Good
really
clipper?
cool.
He's a good clipper.
He's a really good clipper. Yeah. I think he
He's no Kawhi.
he understands our humor.
Okay.
I think he understands our humor, and I
You
think
think he understands?
no, because like
I don't
sometimes.
even speak English. You're like, I think he understands what it's funny.
But I think
They speak English.
Yeah.
I think like
No.
I think it's difficult when you find someone like an editor. They have to really understand who you are in
Yeah.
order to like get the essence of the clip. And I
Yeah.
think it took him a little time to be like, who the fuck are these guys? what are they even
But
saying?
he did his homework.
Yeah.
But he did his homework and he researched us, and I think he knows us better than most of our family and friends.
Would
I
you
think-
do it through Fiverr or?
No, we did it through another Filipino friend of ours that moved to America for a better life, and when we were
I got a better life.
yeah, and it got a way better life.
Yeah.
And-
He should have stayed over there.
And now we're kicking him out.
yeah. Yeah, but
Welcome to America. Get out.
Yeah.
exactly. But he's kind of like, every time we bring up to him like, oh, we need a animator or an artist, he's like, oh, I have the perfect person. And Joel and I are like, in the Philippines? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, bet.
I love him.
Imagine he just goes on Fiverr and finds them.
Yeah. So basically, Soul Primos is Joel, me, a Filipino kid, and that's the team. It's us against the world right now. It's us against the
Sounds like
world.
the
dog.
dream team, baby.
Yeah.
But you're really selling me on the fucking whole country of the Philippines.
Yeah. No, Filipinos are cool, man. I used to date a lot of Filipino girls in high school.
Damn, horror.
And they're
No.
cheap, huh?
They're
Cheap,
how do I say it?
They don't even charge that much.
bitch.
That was his girlfriend,
Hey,
motherfucker.
hey, bro. When's the
$3
first
is sloppy?
Dreams? When's the first time you ever paid for sex?
I have to think like back to like 8th grade
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No.
for like a
No, it's
hand
true.
job.
Someone paid you for sex.
Yeah. yeah. Everybody starts their business in different ways,
Yeah,
Melvin.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like not in college.
Don't knock an entrepreneur.
Not in college. You didn't pay for that shit in
Oh
college.
no, God forbid. I just took it. I didn't even ask.
It's
Consent.
what the president does. It's fine. You're good.
Yeah.
What?
That's really good. That's really.
Say something wrong.
Is it
That's
cunt,
really- that's-
is it consent or is it cunt scent?
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
No, wait, no.
That just blew my mind.
Stop.
That made sense.
That just blew my
It
mind.
made sense.
Lalo,
Consent?
stop, bro.
What?
I know it makes sense, but let's not be like, oh, what the fuck? You don't think he's got the ego the size of fucking Jupiter already?
No.
I'm holding it just in case you choose to cut it.
You're gonna hype him up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ever paid for sex?
No.
No, not yet.
Not legally.
Not yet.
What did Mac Miller say? One thing I won't do: pay for pussy. Oh, on God.
Who said that?
Mac Miller.
Oh,
And
I
ad-libbed it.
validated it
Yeah.
himself.
I
And I told you.
No, I validated what he said.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Yeah.
And they're
I-
fucking puppies. They're not having sex.
I don't know why when you started singing that, my hand just automatically went.
I don't know what happened, but like, you know how sometimes we stream and then like, for example, like sometimes we'll do something cool, right?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, like for like 90 people, we'd be streaming. Yeah.
And so they'll be like, if Gazelle takes like a shot to the dome, whatever, right? Random. They'll be like, Wazel's in the chat.
Wazel.
So tonight they're gonna be like, Welvin. in the
Welvin.
chat.
No, well, I know a guy named Melvin,
Welvin.
bro. He's a fucking loser.
But then
You're
right now I was
Welvin.
like, Mac Miller.
Welvin
And
Weas.
then in my head I was like, Whack
Whack.
Willer. I was like, that
You
doesn't
fucking
sound-
brain rot.
You know that mentally challenged black guy that goes, "Ha, these nuts."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His name's Welvin.
Yeah.
Well, is it really?
Yeah, Welvin the Great.
Welvin's in the chat. But anyways, back to the Filipino girls. Were they fantastic?
They were fun. They were fun as a teenager. They were really fun. They were a good time. But I think,
were there
Tempers, huh?
were there a lot of Filipino girls at your school? 'Cause
yeah,
Daniel also mentioned his ex is.
his ex is also Filipino.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of Filipinos in LA, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, LA has the largest population of every ethnicity outside their respective countries.
Do you know what that means?
That's what I heard on a podcast actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I heard that LA has
Go ahead.
the second most outside of their country.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Good
like what he just
podcast.
said. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, I'm so glad you said
I actually
that.
heard that on a podcast. There's this dude named Joel
Yeah.
actually.
and
no.
Welvin.
As Isimo
Yeah.
podcast, we know what the fuck it's called. We know what it's called,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so crazy because I also heard it on a podcast, and that's why I said it. But also, I live in Los Angeles. I don't know where you guys listeners are from. You guys have a lot of
Chicago,
Texas, Chicago. Yeah.
Texans.
Lexus.
LA has like the
Texas,
largest
yeah.
population. Like, think of any ethnicity, and we have the second largest population in the world outside their respective country.
So Guatemalans, you guys have.
We have the largest Guatemalan population outside of Guatemala.
Beautiful.
We have the largest Haitian population outside of Haiti.
That's beautiful.
It's Haiti. but
Well,
yeah.
to be fair though, like one hurricane goes through and we just quadrupled our fucking population, whatever that is, you know. So there's that aspect of it too.
Are you saying the winds blow them into the
Yeah.
Yeah. The winds blow west.
Yeah.
Winds blow west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
It's
welcome.
actually mess, but it's W for West. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And that's
Double
why
up.
that's why I think
Mesty,
Yeah.
that's why I think LA's culture is so rich because we literally have everything. We have
fucking
everything.
melting pot, man.
Yeah, we have the best food in the world. We have everything.
We have
you know.
Chipotle's.
Well, yeah, we have Chipotle's on every street
Yeah.
corner. We have Starbucks on every street corner, and we have a taco stand on every street
Yeah,
corner.
McDonald's.
And we have a Mexican lady serving champurrado on every street corner. So it's like we have the best of both worlds.
and it's 104 degrees.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
It's
still
beautiful.
selling champurrado.
And it's beautiful. We have the most beautiful people in the world, and we have the ugliest people in the world. I think that's a really good dichotomy.
That's part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Name some ugly people right now.
Ugly people, just like
Selena.
everyone that's like outside of 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
everyone that's like
Inside too.
And
everyone
owns them.
Yeah, everyone that's inside.
The fuck is wrong with you?
You got me drunk, bitch. What you want me to do?
Hey,
You got me drunk. What the fuck you want me to do?
Everyone that's in a liquor store before 11 a.m.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're not really the prettiest bunch.
Dude, when you see a motherfucker,
That's my thing. There should be a tax. Like if you're ugly, like you can't even be out in daylight.
I swear to God, yo, I'm not even.
that's us.
Hey, Dreams.
No.
Hey,
You're not gonna be allowed to go
Dreams,
outside.
Hey, I'm drunk too. Hey, sometimes when an ugly person talks to me, I kind of get pissed off, man. I kind of get fucking
Yeah.
angry. I'm like,
Yeah. What are
I'm
you
like,
doing?
what
it's,
the?
it's new. Why are you out right now? Why aren't you in the shadows?
make this a clip so that way they were like, wait, they're ugly.
The same guy.
No, yeah, fuck ugly motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these motherfuckers.
I'm not ugly. I'm not pretty either, but I'm not ugly. You know what I am?
Okay, let's
I'm willing to be in society. That's how appropriate. I'm appropriately handsome.
No, look, listen.
Let's slow down.
I think I'll be serious. I'll be serious, right?
speed
So
up.
I'll
Support
be
ugly
serious.
people.
Nah, be facetious.
No, you watch the pod.
That's your favorite word.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite words.
What's that like? A critter in the ocean or what?
It's like a little bug.
This is the reality of the situation right here, right?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
If you're fucking ugly,
Okay.
it's okay.
Die.
You just
No,
get-
no, it's okay.
okay, no,
It's okay.
You get taxed more.
But it's okay. If you're ugly, it's okay.
You're gonna play life on hard mode.
Yeah, but you have to be either rich or really, really interesting.
Yeah.
If you're not either of those things, bro,
No daylight.
you
for
have to get better, man. You
Yeah.
got to do something, bro.
Can you?
That's what Andrew Tate said, and that's why I stand by that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's Johnny's idol. Stop
Yo.
that.
Yeah.
Can you
Shout
be-
out Johnny, man.
Can you be ugly but fuck really good?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of
Oh, good
ugly.
dick
There's a lot of ugly men that have large dicks and know how to fuck. There's a lot of ugly women that really know how to like do
Throw
the
it down,
thing.
you know. Yeah, yeah.
And but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. You like
Interesting falls
be
into the-
funny. Yeah, exactly. It's a subsidiary of interesting. So it's like you have to
Ooh,
be
big
funny
word right there.
Yeah. That's just the reality of the situation. You have to be interesting, funny, smart. You know.
What if you're a serial killer? Does that count as interesting?
That's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, you're cut off.
They get the
bro.
pass?
No, because interesting is about
like-
what you can
You're
talk
cut
about.
off, bro.
Oh, that's
I think
what
it's
you can
serial
what you can show.
Yeah.
To Beto's point, serial killers are very interesting.
What?
There's documentaries
That's
based
what
on
I'm
them.
saying.
But only after they've been caught for what they've
So
done.
so do they get?
But they're not telling people, hey, check this out. Last week, this one biddy came
true.
through.
Yeah,
slit
not
her throat.
fucking-
They're
yeah.
not saying that shit.
It's so crazy because
But you'd be captivated if he did.
a lot
Exactly,
of serial
but he's
killers.
not telling me.
He's right because a lot of serial killers, the reason why they get caught is because they want the attention.
Yeah.
They see their
Fucking
their-
pick-me's, bro.
Exactly. They see the shit that they've done on the news and it's plastered everywhere, and they want people. They want to be like, guys, that was me. That was me.
And they start blaming the news starts blaming other like sources, and they're like, that's not
they get
me.
pissed off.
That's not
bro.
me. What the fuck?
It's like,
they get mad,
a potential suspect just got arrested. They get pissed off, bro, because they're just like, what the fuck? It wasn't him.
Yeah.
Especially like when a lot of serial killers get like really famous. A lot of like people in jail, they go, actually, that was me. Like I
they
did that
take
shit. So yeah, they take the credit. A lot of like criminals take the credit.
Imagine how fucked up you gotta be to do
Bro,
that.
that,
Well, you ain't got shit to do for 30 years.
Imagine you guys post a podcast episode and you don't film it, but it goes viral. The audio goes viral, and then someone goes, "Yeah, that was actually us." You guys would be pissed off, right?
Yeah.
That's how serial killers
No,
feel.
have you seen the documentary "Don't Fuck with Cats"?
Oh yeah.
Like the way he got caught.
Have you
was
seen the newest White Brazy clip?
he was flying from country to country trying not to get caught, right?
Yeah.
Then he flew
Give him another buzzball shot.
and he flew to Germany.
Let's do it, baby.
He flew
Come
to
on.
Germany and used their computers and looked himself up.
Yeah.
He looked himself up
Damn.
because he was like, "Oh, I wonder like
He was
how
at a
long-"
cafe.
Yeah, he was at a cafe. He just wanted to look himself up.
Yeah.
And that's when the guy from the cafe, the owner, walks by and he sees him. He's like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?"
No.
He's looking himself
Yeah.
up like he's the one wanted.
Wow.
And that's how he got.
Well, you know the BTK killer. He's like the bind, torture, kill killer. He was like
I
one
was
of the
about to
most.
say we used to shuffle against those motherfuckers, bro.
That's SPK.
What you call the? He was one of the most notorious serial killers in the country, in the world, and he used to kill whole families and then dress up as the wife, and take pictures with them, right?
That's so interesting.
But then he did it for 20 years. They couldn't catch this guy, and turns out he would taunt the news. He would taunt the cops, and he would like put like news articles in the newspaper and be like, he would talk to the cops through that. And then he's like, I have a lot of things that I want to show you. How can I show you guys? And the cops put out another news article, and they were like, oh, just send it through email, or like a process, like email or this or a floppy disk.
Yeah.
And then he put another news article, and he's like, can I get caught doing that? And the cops were like, no, that's untraceable. Like, we just want to know what you have to say. And the dumbass did it. and that's how they caught him. And he was like he worked at a church. And he had kids. He had like children in the church. Like he had a whole family, and he was like in the community. He was like a pillar in the community.
That's crazy.
And then once they caught him, they couldn't just catch him. They needed DNA evidence. So they hit up his daughter, who was a college student at the time. And she was like, they were like, hey, we're investigating you for a crime. She's like, I didn't do anything. She's like, the cops were like, no, we know. We just need your DNA just to clear your name. And once we get your DNA, you can go home.
Liar.
And the daughter was like, yeah, okay. And like, I think like they took her hair, or like she drank a Coke and they took the Coke can. And then they were like, if this daughter's DNA matches this killer, that's how we know it's the father. And and that's how they got him.
Shout out Melvin. Got him.
Melvin.
Got him.
That's fucking bonkers, bro.
Did you ever hear about that one guy that
Nope.
fuck, he killed somebody.
I told you.
He killed somebody, right? But the thing is, you don't know. So they're doing a documentary and they're trying to figure out who's the killer. And they already have someone that's like already like convicted. Like this, they already went through a trial. They already have someone else like that's like, this is the person that did it, right? So then this guy does the documentary on it. Like he's like a featured character in it. And I guess like it's like they ended up having to split it into 2 parts because he goes to the bathroom at the end of the first documentary, right? And he starts chatting it up with somebody, but he forgets his fucking mic's connected. And confesses to the whole fucking thing.
He's talking to himself.
Yeah, it's on HBO. It's like
is it himself? I thought he was talking to somebody else.
He's
like,
talking
in the
in the
bathroom.
mirror.
Yeah. He was just like, he was bragging. He's like, yeah, they don't know I fucking did it, but they'll never fucking find me. They'll never
He
catch
was
me.
wired.
Yeah, it was gosh darn it, bro. It was on HBO. It came out like a couple years ago.
Yeah, so then they ended up guess what? You're the star of the second documentary.
Yeah.
You just admitted that you fucking did it.
Yeah, all the producers were like, oh shit, season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2, dog. Hell yeah.
We're gonna get picked up for sure.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
shit.
That reminds me. Oh fuck! I'm forgetting the fucking name of this documentary. It's called like Dear John or like Dear Nick or something like
That's
that.
a movie, Dear John. That's the one with
That's Channing Tatum. Yeah. But it's a documentary about and the viewers at home will probably know this, but like a man had a baby mother. They were white, and they had a baby, and then like the mother, the wife was like, she was like bipolar. She was like mentally ill. One day they have a fight, and she shoots him, kills him.
Oh shit.
Right. And then she obviously gets arrested and things like that. But through the case and through the trial, she ends up getting off.
And tribulation.
For one reason or another, she gets off, and she's just like she's off scot-free. And so the guy that was murdered, his best friend, makes the documentary. He starts interviewing the parents, kind of just like as like a tribute to someone that they all love very dearly. And while the documentary was being filmed, the lady goes crazy and straps the baby because the parents of the fallen guy want custody of the baby because they're like, we want custody of our grandchild because this woman's obviously not well. She killed our son.
She's off her fucking rocker.
Wait, so they're just like she 100% did it.
She 100% did it. Yeah. So but through like some legalities, they can't really catch her on it, right? So the grandparents are like, okay, that's fine. We just want custody of the baby. We want to protect this baby from this monster. And as the trials keep going, and it's starting to be very obvious that the grandparents are going to get custody of the child, she straps the little baby, the child, to her chest, and she jumps off a cliff while they're filming the documentary.
No fucking way,
it's like the biggest twists of all time, bro. Because you think this documentary is a beautiful tribute to someone, and during the filming, this tragedy happens, and it's like you're just like when you're done watching it, you're just like, what the fuck did I just watch?
That's crazy. Obviously, nobody lived, right? She just jumped off a cliff.
She just jumped off. Yeah,
they both died, right?
Yeah, they both. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. Bro.
Yeah, I'm forgetting the name.
It's crazy, like what like human beings are like. What they're capable of, bro.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you like to think you're like, I wouldn't do some shit like that.
Yeah.
But you just never know.
It's also crazy how like producers will hear a story of like the worst person of all time and then just be like, let's make some money off this shit.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Like
Put
the
a
Jeff
mic on this dumbass. He
like
just
the
keeps
Jeff
talking.
Dahmer series and shit. Like I don't know if you guys ever watched it. Like
I did. Yeah,
I couldn't
really
even
good.
get through all of it because like there was a part where he like takes advantage of some kid that's like he's a kid, you know, and then you just like he drugs him, you know, and then like
The Filipino kid.
yeah, and then takes advantage of him,
Yeah.
and then like
Back to
you
the
hear
Philippines.
you hear like the
Hey, shout out Philippines, man.
yeah,
the Philippines.
you just hear like the sawing, you know, and
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like Fuck me,
Yeah.
bro. I cannot watch this. I
Yeah,
can't
you
finish
know
watching this.
that story. It's like he would lure. He was gay, so he lured gay guys into his apartment, drugged them, and then he tried to make them zombies. So he would like drill into their skull just enough to make them a zombie, but not enough to kill them. So he drilled into this kid, the Filipino kid's head,
Basically the bottom.
and then he went to go get groceries or some shit. And the Filipino kid woke up and he just ran out. And he can't speak because he's lobotomized, but he has enough cognitive mind to try to escape. And he escaped and he collapsed in front of the apartment complex. And people are like, "Are you okay?" And he can't speak. "Are you okay?" So the neighbors call the cops. And then as the cops show up, Jeffrey Dahmer shows up. And he's just like, "Oh shit, I just got caught." So he walks up, and the cops are like, "Who is this kid, man?" Because they're obviously white racists, right? And it's a Filipino kid, and like the neighbors that called are black. So the cops are like, "What is this, man? Like we have better things to do." And Jeffrey Dahmer's
crazy.
The white Jeffrey Dahmer comes out. He's like, "Oh, this is my boyfriend."
Yeah.
And the cops are like, "What? Look, hey, you guys do that gay shit in there, bro. Stop wasting everyone's time."
And that's
all right?
why I stand with the police.
Yeah, and then fucking Jeffrey Dahmer's like, he's just drunk. He just drank too much. I'll take care of him. And the cops are like, "Yeah, take care of the fucking gay ass motherfucker." And then like he would bring them back, and then he ended up killing him after that. Like,
Happy Pride Month.
yeah,
That's true.
That is
yeah.
crazy.
And it's that white
Did
privilege,
they not
bro.
see the fucking hole in the side of his head?
Well, he said, "Oh, he must have fallen. He must have." And the cops were just like,
'Cause you could probably only see
the
blood.
cops
at
were
that
just
point,
pieces.
huh?
The cops were just lazy. So the cops were just
What
like, well,
cop sees blood and is just like, nah, he's all right.
he must have fallen.
Yeah.
That's what they said. He must have fallen. He must have
He's
fallen.
walking
bro.
and stuff, you know? Like,
Imagine that Filipino guy went to the clinic and then they were like, "Is this a work-related injury?" And they're like, he's like, no.
Yeah.
can't speak.
It's like, I know shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, people are crazy, bro. What the fuck? That's
There's
bonkers.
it's crazy because there's like so many killers out here that are just like living lives. You never know who's a killer.
You know, up where I stay at, there's a duct. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called, but it's like a canal.
An aqueduct.
Yeah, it's a canal and shit, and like in the same month there was like 2 bodies dumped in there.
Well, which one is it? An aqueduct or a canal?
This doesn't matter to the stories.
It's-
It does. Does to me. The details are what matter.
Regardless, there's a body of water surrounded by cement. I don't know what the fuck you do with that information, whatever you want.
Oh, so
But there was
like
2 bodies
It's like
found.
a ravine.
A ravine, sure. And
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
need
pictures
to
of this
know.
ravine,
it's
so I can
crazy,
inspect
though.
it.
There's also a documentary I saw on Netflix. It was about this guy in California, and he would go to like college campuses, but then he got tired of doing stuff to like college kids, so he went outside of like that little town,
Oh, he graduated.
and he kidnapped this woman, but the way he did it was so basically what he did, he dressed up in scuba gear, right? And he had like his gun, but it wasn't a real gun. It was he just put a light that was so bright so that when people would wake up, he would just flash the light and people couldn't see anything. You get what I'm saying? So he broke into this couple's house and he drugged them. He duct taped the husband, and obviously he's like in scuba gear. So the husband's like drugged, just fucking seeing like some guy in scuba gear. So he's like confused, right? And then he wakes up the next morning and the wife is gone. She got kidnapped.
Oh, I think I watched that.
And so he's confused, and then he wakes up to like, "You better not call the cops or we'll kill her." To a note like that, right? So that's like hours after she got kidnapped, because he still had to wake up, like, and then he had to be like, "Oh shit, should I call? Should I not call?" So obviously he ends up calling, and the cops put the blame on him, saying like, "Who's gonna break into your house wearing scuba gear?" It's just weird that
Let's be real. Let's be just for 1 second here.
Who's gonna
Who
break
the
into your
fuck's gonna
house?
break into your house
Scuba.
wearing scuba gear? Bro?
Well, that's where
Respectfully.
the killer was just like, "Bro, no one's gonna believe you."
Yeah.
Jesus.
and then
That's
they're-
crazy.
And they're like, "If she got kidnapped last night, why'd you take so long to report it?" And
I was
so
on Molly, motherfucker.
yeah, so now like the media's attacking him, the police
Yeah,
is attacking
yeah.
him, and they're like, "Where the fuck is she? What'd you do to her?" And he's like, "Dude, like I have no idea."
Yeah.
Scuba Steve took her.
Meanwhile, Scuba Steve took her to like Big Bear. I think it was Big Bear.
Fuck.
Not completely sure.
By the way, no big bears there.
And
There is though.
There's.
and so now he's working solo, but he's making it seem like he's not working solo, and he's pretending to like be her ally and be like, "Hey, you know what? I don't want to do this, but they're making me do this," and he would rape her, and he'd be like, "I'm so sorry, like I don't want to do this to you, but they're telling me I have to do this to you." But the whole time he was working solo, you know, and eventually he decides to let her go, he decides to let her go because every time he would rape her, like he would cover her eyes and make sure like she couldn't see him or anything. So she only knew his voice.
She was fucking up. Oh my god,
Yeah.
he was fucking with her mental, bro.
And
Crazy.
so he let her go and dropped her off like close to her house.
Yeah.
So one day she just appeared again, like
Whoa.
nothing. And so the cops were like, "What the fuck?" And the guy told her like, "You don't say a word. I have footage of you. If you say a word, everything gets leaked. You're like, and we'll take you again." So now like the cops are coming like, "What the fuck? What happened?" She's staying quiet. She's too scared to like speak. But eventually she ends up building up the courage to like say what happened. So obviously the boyfriend gets cleared. Like this guy was held like for hours getting interrogated. He's like, "Bro, it's not me. It's not me. You guys are wasting your time."
How long was she with the guy?
A couple days. And
Like, what do you mean, dating or like?
No, with the
No,
guy
they were
that
married.
that
Oh, they were
the
married.
guy that stole her.
yeah. And
Kidnapped her.
but eventually I forgot how it happened, but he got sloppy and they found his car in Big Bear, and they found the fucking goggles and the blindfold had her hair because it would get duct taped to her eyes. And then they went through his search history. This was the craziest part for me because I live in Corona, right? And they're like, "Oh, here's the last 3 locations he went to: her house, Big Bear, and then there's another one."
And Beto's house.
Dude, just a street down from my house.
Really?
Swear to
That's
God, it
crazy.
said Joy Street,
Wow.
and I was like, and it said like almost my address, bro. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the?
And you live on the next street over, which is called
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called
It's called
Joy.
Sadness.
Yeah, Sad Street.
My dogs get his street.
All three.
All three
All
street.
three.
And bro, and I'm doing research. Like, did he also kidnap somebody else? Like
Yeah,
after her
yeah.
Oh.
near me, and like, but I couldn't find anything about that. It was just like it just panned. I was like, holy shit, that's literally down the street from where I live. That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy,
Dude,
bro.
we do like true crimes with like Soprimos like every month, and there was one that was like chilling to me because it didn't happen close to where I live, but he bought the guns up the street from where I live.
Oh shit.
And like this was in the 90s or like the late or early 2000s, forgive me. And it's the Santa Claus Massacre in Covina. Have you guys ever heard of that?
Yeah.
No, what the fuck?
I think it was
Yeah.
like 2008.
Yeah, 2008. You never heard of
Market
that?
crash? That's crazy.
Yeah, during the market crash, maybe. Yeah, made everyone crash out. And
Jesus.
so basically, there's a Latino family. It's a very beautiful family, cousins, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, and one of the ladies starts dating this older white guy, and that never ends well. You date an older white guy. So you start dating an older white guy. They get married. They're in love. After a year, they get divorced, right? Because he's just like a weirdo and stuff like that. And then one day he leaves the house. She packs everything and goes to stay with her family, with her parents and everything. And he's fucking pissed off, man. The family's like kind of like, hey, she doesn't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Stay away. So on Christmas Day, Christmas Day, he dresses up as Santa Claus. He goes to a gun store and buys a bunch of guns, a bunch of ammo, and
You mean gifts?
yeah, and then because if you want to buy a gun, you have to wait like a week or something like that. There's like a certain procedure. They have to like background check you and stuff like that. But this particular gun store was just like, hey, look, if you want to buy it, bro, just give me an extra $100, like stuff like that.
On some chill shit.
Yeah, on some chill shit, right? On some hookup homie shit, right? But he ended up getting the guns that day. He dressed up as Santa Claus. He goes to Christmas Day, knocks on the door, and like a little baby girl opens it, and he's like, Santa, and she just gets shot in the face right there.
Point blank.
She ends up surviving. The little baby ends up surviving, got shot in the face, but he just starts shooting everyone in the house, and almost everyone dies, right? Except the two little children survive.
And they're just like, this is the worst Christmas ever.
And then what you called? He kills everyone. He lights the whole place on fire. He blows it up. But while he's doing that, he actually accidentally lights himself on fire to the point where the Santa Claus suit burns into his skin. And he drives back to the valley to his brother's house, and he like took all his money out, and he's ready to go to Colorado, but his the pain is so strong that he has to pull over, and then eventually he gets caught like that, and he just shoots himself when the cops show up. What the fuck? That happened in Covina, and then the gun store was like right by where
I wonder
right
what
where
the fucking what the whole point of the Santa Claus thing was.
Yeah, I don't know. He was just an
God
old
forbid
white
someone's
guy.
festive because
He was just an old white guy. So
No,
obviously,
I think that was his side gig. He was He
Was
would
he
go.
like a
He would go to the
mall- like a
malls.
mall
Yeah,
Santa
I think
Claus?
I'm pretty sure. From
'Cause I
what
was
I remember, that was a
scoop-
sidekick.
Like I was like, all these killers have like some weird thing about them. I
Oh
was like,
shit! The reason why he did that is because he would always dress up as Santa for the family during Christmas.
oh, so people were
Yeah.
just like used to him
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, and the white man killed like almost an entire Latino family.
SeatGeek. Yes, with over $28 million, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. Did you guys know?
Sucks to be number 2.
Yes.
What's that like? Don't
Did
know.
you guys know that there's over 70,000 events on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more?
That's over 70,000 moms.
That's a
It's
lot,
like
bro.
it's like when we went to go watch the Doyers. We're all there.
Yeah.
We're all chill.
Hella
Having a
moms.
great time. We got some good deals.
Yeah.
The homies over at SeatGeek because the green means good.
Red means
Red means
bad.
bad. Come on.
Come on, are you?
It's not that hard. They make
Are,
most-
are you colorblind?
Easy,
It's so
SeatGeek.
easy, bro.
And you know we came through for y'all. Use our code PLP10 for 10% off any purchase. You heard that right? It's not just your first purchase. Now it's every purchase you make with code PLP10. Just make sure you click the link in the description and download the app.
For those of you at home, Beto said I can now drink anyone, and then everyone took
I
that
didn't say
personally.
anyone. I
Some
didn't say
bullshit.
Well, you said you wanted to drink, you want to keep up with me.
Yeah, so I would want to keep up with you. Yeah.
Passing it back to you, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm a heavy. I can drink a lot. I can drink a lot. Yeah, I'm 6'5", 280 pounds.
fuck
Hey,
a lot.
low key. Well, me and my girlfriend have a YouTube channel together, right?
Yeah, Brianna and Beto. I know.
Would you be down for that to be a video to see if I can match you?
I'm down too, bro.
Yeah,
You're gonna
let's
get
do it
alcohol
tonight.
poisoning.
Look at that, dude. Honestly, this one several times. I'm not even joking. Several times, friends and then like girls that liked me wanted to keep up with me to try to impress me or whatever, and they either end up throwing up in the bathroom or
sucking
they
your
end up
dick.
falling asleep or they end up sucking someone else's dick, and it really pissed me off.
God forbid.
But
I forbid.
yeah, God forbid, someone has a good time while
Me in the
drinking.
restroom.
Then do it
I was
again.
trying to keep up.
Do it again. Do it
You
again.
like that shit?
Can you do that again for
I'm
me?
about to bust.
Yeah, can you do it again for me?
Clip that chat.
But yeah, people try to keep up with me.
You think I'm gonna leave that part in?
Oh.
And I don't do it maliciously. I don't want people to get sick. But I'll tell you this: the last time I wore this shirt, I've been wearing it a lot this week. But the last time I wore it, I went to a Christmas party. I went to a friend's Christmas party, and they live.
My bad. Sorry.
Oh, it was
Go ahead,
based
go ahead.
off Friends, the TV show.
No.
And
One of my
wearing,
good friends.
You were
You're
wearing a Santa suit?
Yeah.
I was wearing a Santa suit. It was in Covina. What the fuck?
I just came from the gun store.
and it's embarrassing, but I think I've told this before. But it was a Christmas party. They lived in a luxurious high skyline loft in downtown on like the 20th floor, and it was super nice, super awesome. But I just kept drinking and I didn't eat, so I was like, at the time, I was even 20 pounds lighter than I am now.
Ooh, that-
Because like
Snatch King.
Because you
where
don't-
did his waist go?
Disappeared. It must have been
go?
kidnapped.
Yeah.
Call
Why?
the police.
Why was it kidnapped?
Call the authorities.
Why?
because
Melvin's waist is missing.
because when someone that's bigger and they lose a lot of weight, they lose so much weight like very quickly, and then your body ends up recalibrating.
Oh,
And
that's
what happened to
little
me.
dots. Yeah,
Yeah, so I went all the way down to 260.
board.
I went down all the way to 260 for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I ended up now I'm like 280. So like my body kind of recalibrated. But I was 260 when I was drinking, and I was still drinking like I was back when I was 325 pounds.
It's a big difference.
Right? It's a huge fucking difference. And I didn't eat anything that day, and it was all good and shit like that. And it was the weekend when I hurt my leg playing basketball. I don't know if you guys remember this. My leg was all bruised up and shit.
Yeah.
It was that morning that I hurt myself, and I went drinking that night at the party, and I'm just fucking drinking. And then
Pounds.
you guys have been around me at parties and stuff like that, and people are always giving me shots
You're the
and drinks and
greatest
stuff like that.
to be around.
I'm the gayest to be around here.
The greatest.
Oh, the greatest? I appreciate that.
Melvin is great.
He's the greatest.
He's a man.
I appreciate
I
it.
know a lot of Melvins. He's
Literally, the
Some people don't even call him Melvin.
last time.
because he takes so many W's.
The last time I saw you guys.
Bro,
Give him another
God.
one. Give him
Keep
another
up, Beto.
Dude, the last.
I'm about to break some tripods right
No.
Hey. I be breaking shit all the time accidentally, man. But the last time I saw you guys was at Gazelle's birthday party.
It was Johnny's.
was fun.
Johnny
exactly
Gazelle.
a year ago, by the way.
We're going.
Really?
Yes.
We're going to
Really?
a winery.
What
A wienery.
We're going to
Wiener?
Winery.
If you're not doing anything next Saturday, pull up.
Oh fuck yeah, dog.
Let's go get pizza.
Temecula.
Dude, I perform in Temecula all the time. I love Temecula.
Yeah, pull up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Temecula. There's like nothing there, but also everything.
Yeah,
but
fucked up.
what you called
It's a lot of grapes.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, last time I saw you guys was as a Gazelle and Johnny's birthday party.
Getting
Yeah.
fucked up.
And it was fucking awesome. And I was 320 pounds back then.
Were you?
You were
Yeah.
moving like you were 260 though.
Yeah, well, I was picking up all you guys as friends. Remember, they were taking turns with me like a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Uppies, I
They're
want
like, can you,
uppies.
yeah, I'll be, and I was just like, okay, for
you,
sure.
you picked up my girlfriend.
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah. Bring it the fuck down.
No, I didn't. No,
Then
I didn't.
why was my girl's lipstick all over your face?
It's cool.
You know, now
bro.
that you mention it.
So, why'd you text my girl at 2 a.m.? Hey, last night was crazy, huh? Why'd you do that? No.
Why'd you ask my girl if she's up?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Why you call her
Why'd you
big?
like my girl's story, bitch? What the fuck? No, but yeah, I was like spinning you guys as friends, like brides.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was great. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
and it was really cool. But I was 320 at the time. If you see photos of me before and now, like my face was just like a balloon.
You know what's crazy? You say that like, you ever been like, oh, I'm fat as fuck right now, and everybody's like, no, you're not, bro.
Yeah.
No.
But it's like when you're fatter than usual.
Yeah.
Everybody co-signs when I say
And I think it's because you guys, I also see you guys, and then you guys see me on social media too. So like, constantly.
So it's like we're used to it.
Yeah. So like if
That's
someone,
the saddest shit I've ever heard you say.
You
hear this, Lou?
I said no. Everybody always goes like,
Every time that goes on. Yeah.
what was I gonna
give him
say?
another buzzball shot, bro.
Gosh,
keep up, Beto.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that party was fucking fun as fuck.
It was fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I say this. I say that people, I guess to impress me or whatever, they want to like keep up with me or just I guess they're having a good time. Because I always tell people like no one wants to black out.
No.
No one takes a shot
Speak for yourself.
and they're like, oh, this is a shot that's gonna black me out.
Yeah,
They just take it and then they fucking
I'm
black
playing
out.
with the line. That's the shot you take.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When you think
exactly.
you're playing with the line.
Exactly.
I'm dancing with the line. You already been over like 2-3 shots
I
ago.
always feel so bad when people try to keep up and then they get sick, and I always feel bad. I'm like, damn, this is my fault.
I'm just him.
It's because it hits you all at once.
It
and
does.
It's not fun.
And then it's like, oh, forgive me. What I was saying is I was at the fucking Christmas party.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was drinking a lot of Buzz Balls and tequila, but I was at the Christmas party and I'm fucking drinking like I was 50 pounds heavier than what I was at the time. 70 pounds. I was 70 pounds lighter.
Right.
Right. So I'm drinking and then all of a sudden I start getting like angry. I start getting fucking angry where I'm like,
Nightmares.
I'm like, bro, I don't want no one to fucking talk to me right now. I don't want no one to touch me. And that's how I know that I'm about to black out when I get angry. And then fucking, I need to throw up.
That's a good warning though.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, what's up, Melvin? Don't fucking talk to me. He's blacked out.
Literally, I'm like,
Hulks.
there's like times
Then low key, how can someone tell you like, hey Melvin, maybe you shouldn't drink anymore?
they can't.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
can't.
you can't.
And that's a problem. That's why I have to
Physically,
apologize.
nobody could stop you. You
That's
have
why I
to
have
wait
to-
with somebody.
That's why I apologize so many times the next morning where I'm like, hey, that's not me. Like I love you so much. I would never speak to you like that in any other capacity or any other time. Please. And most of the time, almost every single time, my friends are always very kind and like, yeah, don't worry. But that night, I got fucking pissed off and I was like, oh shit, I'm fucking lit. All right.
I was telling people like that's really how he is. Like in real life.
That's what Joel says. Joel's just like, yeah, he hits me. I'm like, I don't fucking hit you. But and then I was like, oh shit, I'm fucking angry. Let me chill. Let me just take one more shot. Let me just take one more shot and I'll chill. I took one more shot and I feel like I need to throw up, right? So I'm like, I don't want to throw up in my friend's luxurious bathroom. Of
course not.
So it's a high rise. So if you go outside, there's hallways, there's public bathrooms in the hallways. That's how luxurious this place is. So I'm like, I'm just going to go throw up in the fucking hallway. Or in my head, I'm just going to go to downtown. I want to get down. I want to get out of here and I'm because walking helps me. And then if I throw up, I'm just going to throw up in a random alleyway in downtown. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
That's gross.
I go outside. I leave the door. I don't know how to get downstairs. I'm so drunk. I don't know where the elevator's at.
Oh my God.
I don't know where none of this shit is at. So I'm like walking. I'm like stumbling. I'm like both my hands are on each wall of the hallway, and I'm just like, holy shit, like.
Should just jump
And
out
I
the
find a
window.
public bathroom in the hallway, and I go inside. And I just start throwing up in the sink. Finally, my friends find me. My sisters were there, and they find me. And I was like, no, I'm good. I just need to throw up. And then I stand up, and they're trying to hold me up, but they're not strong enough to hold me up.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like stumbling, and they're just like, oh, they're trying to hold me up. And eventually, I'm like, it's okay. I can stand up. And then I grab onto a bathroom stall just to like hold my balance.
Yeah.
And I lose my balance, but my grip is so strong that the bathroom stall door just falls on me. Like it breaks off the hinges.
Oh shit!
And it destroys every bathroom stall in the bathroom.
Like dominoes and shit.
Like dominoes, and they all fall on me. They all fall on me.
Melvin Lesnar over here.
And I fucking land on the bathroom floor like this, like fucking when King Kong falls from the fucking skyscraper. And my sisters and they're just like, holy shit, Melvin, are you okay? And I'm like, I remember saying, I'm good. Let me just lay here for a second.
Timber.
Because I didn't feel shit.
He goes on a King Kong rampage.
I didn't feel shit.
You're like, it's cold. You use one of the bathrooms.
Dog. I destroyed a whole fucking bathroom accidentally.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I was
Like some Legos.
it's not like I was like grabbing it and trying to break it. Like as I was falling, I just held on and this shit all came apart.
A luxurious.
The whole
bathroom.
building.
I do that all the time.
Dog, and I destroyed the whole fucking bathroom, and I had to fucking pay. I had to fucking pay for that shit because I was like, my friends ended up telling the management team, and I was like, why would you guys fucking do that? Just fucking, let's just go. They're like, there's
Say it was a
cameras.
homeless person.
There's cameras. I was like, but there's no cameras in the bathroom. There's no cameras in the bathroom. And they were like, no, there's cameras. And then you were outside the bathroom for 10 minutes throwing up. And I was like, okay, I guess. I was like,
So?
How much
was
I
like-
run you?
fucking like $2,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Some lie.
So I was like, all right, let me not drink for like a month because that shit was embarrassing.
That'll motivate me.
Yeah,
to drink more.
and then fucking, but I'm still drinking, but like, but at the
you're
you just
taking
have
it
to,
easy.
You have to know your limit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You gotta take it easy.
Fuck a
bro.
limit.
Dude, no, hey, what did Joey Diaz say, bro? If you're on thin ice, you might as well dance, baby.
It's fucking Monday.
You fucking cocksucker.
Took a fucking fat shit.
It's from New York, you fucking cocksucker.
You gotta go and make Monday, you bitch.
Yeah. No, but yeah, that was
we're
like
back.
that happened in December.
Good.
And then I was like, I still
Poor
wanted to drive
Beto,
home.
just never drink as much as we do.
I still wanted to drive home, and I was just like, my friends were like, "We'll get you an Uber," and I'm like, "Okay." And then when I black out, and then like at 3 a.m., like 2 hours after that happened, it's like I woke up. I came back, and I'm just like, "What happened?" And my friends are like, "You fucked up."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my god!" And I like one by one, I called each of my friends that were helping me. I just called them, and they're like, "You good?" I was like, "I'm good now. Like I'm back."
Yeah.
Like I'm back now. Like
Normal.
I'm cognitive, and I'm so sorry if I did anything. Like that's so embarrassing.
That's scary, huh?
But have you
It's so scary.
have you ever been with like right there? You were drunk, like fucked up by yourself. Like,
Yeah.
Everybody was like looking out for you. Have you ever been somewhere like two people are fucked up, equally as fucked up?
Have you ever been somewhere where there's 3 other people just equally fucked up with you on a podcast?
No.
It's us.
How about 4?
Every other weekend.
No.
I mean, me and Joe get fucked up.
yeah, like
Me and Joe get fucked up, and like
Start kissing.
and then
shit?
people no people
alright.
people want to kiss us.
Okay, then you don't get as fucked up
I'm
as
not
us.
even exaggerating, bro. Everywhere we go, people always want to talk to us, and it's kind of like we don't want to be rude, but it's like
We're fucking
we're
vibing
too
right
drunk.
now.
No, it's like we're too drunk to even hold a conversation right now. Like,
Yeah.
like Joel and I can communicate without speaking. That's how we're still standing up right now because it's
Yeah.
just like we can see our eyes.
He'd be like,
Yeah,
he'd be like,
it's like that's how he knows Mexican food. But like when people want to, and then like yeah, no, I've been around. The last time I got blackout drunk, with none of my friends and it was just strangers. It was in Echo Park. Do you guys know Echo Park?
Yeah,
There's like
yeah.
a lake and stuff like that.
Kuno always talks about it. Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
went there on a field trip once. I
Yeah,
agreed. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I used to go there. I got shot in the ass once with a rubber bullet there once when I was a kid from the cops. But I was like 12 years old. I wasn't even in the protest. I was just outside having fun. Yeah, the bullet ricocheted, hit me in the ass.
Oh shit.
But I got drunk as fuck at a friend's house across the street from the Echo Park Lake, and my friends ended up leaving, but I still wanted the party to go on, and everyone was friendly, but they were strangers. So everyone was like, "Don't leave, Melvin." This girl was like, "Don't leave, Melvin," and I'm just like, "All right, I'll stay." And then she was like, she kept talking to me, and then I started getting the spins. You know when you get the spins?
yeah.
Vertigo.
Yeah, I started getting the spins, and I'm like trying to focus and listen to her, and she was like, "Can I kiss you?" And I was just like,
No.
and I didn't say anything, and she still tried to kiss me. And when her lips got close to mine, I threw up in my mouth.
Okay.
I threw up in my fucking mouth, and I was like, and I stood up, and she's like, "What? What?" And I stood up, and I ran all the way to the lake
No way.
And I fucking threw up in the lake.
You fed the ducks?
Yeah, I fed ducks were eating my throw up. Yeah,
Those poor birds.
And then I was on I had my hands on my knees, and I almost fell into the water, dog. I almost fell into the water, and I flipped back to not fall, and I land on the grass like this. And I was like, I just laid in the grass.
Caught a vibe like that.
At like 2 a.m. at Echo Park like this.
That sounds like a vibe.
Like fucking, dude, have you ever seen like when they put a gorilla to sleep to do surgery on him?
Yeah. Of course.
He was like this. That's how I was. I was like this. And then all of a
That
sudden,
reminds me of that gorilla I fucking fought. There's 100 of us. We fucked that fool.
It's like Mighty Joe Young when
Mighty Joe Young, dude.
when he fell off the
The first one, I love Mighty Joe Young, dude. I appreciate that reference so much.
So we drink.
Yeah, that's my favorite fucking show.
Hey, that's a movie, bitch. I'm just kidding. But what you call? And then like 10 minutes later,
No, we saw it at Echo Park live. It was a live action.
and then like 10 minutes later, I just hear Melvin. The friends that I had made that night were looking for me, and I was like, I'm over here. And I remember trying to stand up.
I'm feeding the ducks.
Bro, I remember trying to stand up, and I just like when you're like blackout drunk, like it's like you have like a 50-pound weight on your head, and it's kind of like you're trying to like control it, and you're trying to like get your vision right, and it's such a scary feeling. It's you're so vulnerable.
I don't know how you didn't throw up on that girl.
Dog.
Oh, because I did. I threw up on the girl, but I like kept my lips sealed.
Bro, knowing me, I would have been like just fucking projectile straight off her face.
And they go,
It's
gross.
so crazy, bro, because I remember it so clearly, even though I was so drunk. I threw up, and I caught it with my lips, and then it still kept coming, and I started feeling it leak out of my lips.
crazy.
And I just went like this. I just put my hand over my mouth, and I just walked out. I walked out, dog.
What's wrong? Your breast stinks.
Yeah. And then poor girl. I didn't speak to her after that. She probably thought like, damn, I'm not that.
I
Like,
was
what
just
the
trying to
fuck?
kiss him.
Yeah, and I'm just like, because I never explained myself. I was just like, I never want to see anyone from that night ever again. Like that, I'm just so ashamed. But anyways,
Shout out Echo Park, bro.
It's their birthday.
huh?
Their birthday.
Who?
You were talking about their birthday the last time you saw us.
Oh yeah, their birthday. And we had a good time. And then there was a gentleman there. I forget his name, but he was talking about guns,
I'm right here.
There's Johnny.
and he was just like, yeah, I have an AK-47 in my truck. And I was
Frank?
like, do you really?
probably-
And then he was just like, yeah.
That
You
muchacho?
want, I'm like, he was like, do you want to see it? And I was like, yeah. And then Joe was like, hey, Melvin, no, chill. Because I'm like, hell yeah, I want to fucking see that.
You come back dressed as Santa Claus and shit? With the AK?
No way.
Nah, I took it to. Oh, my bad.
You're
fine.
But that was such a fun night, dude. That night when
It was the vibe. Yeah, you killed it.
But anyway, I hate to wrap it up, but we're gonna have to because we have to go on to this wind down because we're running down on time. Personally, I think if all that stuff that you guys talked about, that's like your being a problem. Keep that shit away from me. Like I'm an American, right? So you guys know.
You're such a
because you're black, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I'm black, so
5%.
I'll dug you right now, all over all y'all.
Just don't fucking whip a nene. That's illegal now.
Yeah. So shout out to all you guys that are listening, all you guys that are protesting. Please do it safe. And if you're out right now and around all these hot spots right now,
I'm proud of all
there's
of you
ice
that are out
raids.
there, by the way. I'm proud of everyone.
Please be safe. Wear
Be
masks.
safe, yeah.
Help each other. Look out for each other. And yeah, man, just keep wearing masks and stay hydrated too.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't realize. Bring water bottles. Stay hydrated.
Shout out to Melvin for hopping on. We appreciate
Oh,
you. All
dude.
your
Thanks,
insight.
bro.
I
all your
love you,
wisdom.
and I'll speak for Joel as well. Like Joel and I love you guys so fucking much. We talk about you guys so much. We look up to you guys. We love what you guys do. Like truly, you guys are not even our primos. You guys are our brothers in the IE, man. Like,
Yeah.
this is family, dude. I love you guys so much, man. I love you guys so much.
We were thinking about changing our name to.
We love you too. Nobody said it.
So-
Fuck, I was drinking something. We love you too. No, we love you.
Yeah, we love you so
I was
much.
gonna wait for my turn.
I thought because I was gonna say I like you. I like you a lot.
I'm very fond-
we love
I'm very
you guys,
fond of you.
We love you guys so much. We were gonna change our name to Emos, actually.
Oh, so pre-emos.
Yeah.
So pre-emos.
Emos. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm gonna pass on my shout outs to actually Melvin. Plug yourself, man.
Oh, dude. Yeah. My name is Melvin Diaz. I have a podcast with my co-host Joel Romero. It's called So Primos. We're so close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. And as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, not only are we going to have a carne asada for the fans to come and hang out with us, but I want you guys to be like, we want to do something with you guys.
We will bring all these mics. Don't even trip, bro.
Okay, oh.
We will bring all these mics.
That actually makes me feel so much better. Yeah. Because we only have 2
fucking
mics.
AC.
Yeah,
with
we only have 2 mics.
we'll tear the AC out.
And we're so close to doing it, but yeah, So Primos is just Joel and I being fucking silly as fuck, and just we're both kind of like film film guys, so we make like little short films and little short intros and things like that, and then we're like venturing out into like public stuff, kind of like man on the street type things, and we love to experiment with a lot of things. But I'm also a stand-up comedian. You can follow me on TikTok at Melvin Diaz. I have like 130,000 followers or whatever.
Like
It's fucking. It's
not
whatever.
even worth mentioning. Really.
Yeah, it's whatever. I don't even want to mention it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Watch out for those Turkish people, bro.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, they steal your channels.
Yeah. Oh, so many people steal my shit and they don't even tag me. I'm like, bro, just tag me. You can use it.
That's some bullshit.
We got hacked.
Oh, you guys got it? Fuck, dude. If I get just so you guys know, if I lose my TikTok channel, I will kill myself. Or on Instagram.
Such drastic.
You're so brave.
On Instagram, Childish Melvino on Instagram. I only have like 4,000 followers.
What a great name.
Some light
Chill
shit. Yeah.
Some chill shit.
Yeah, type shit. I chose the name back when I was in 11th grade, so it's whatever. I've kept it all these years.
That's loyalty.
Yeah, and look, man, just put love first. If you put love first in any decision you ever make in this realm, in this earth, you're gonna make the right decision.
Real quick, what was
Unless you're Anakin Skywalker.
Oh God, what was your first IG handle? Real quick,
Melvinator.
Melvinator Gazelle.
The Gazelle 21. I still have the same
You?
one.
Dreams_96.
You?
I said dumbass 60.
It said dumbass 60.
XD.
XD. Mine was Eduardo the first.
But you weren't the first Eduardo.
I know, but I was being fucking.
You were just claiming that?
Because I was trying to be like.
The
English.
fuck is your problem, bro?
I was just trying to be, I don't know, like
The first.
quirky.
Yeah.
Like,
What'd you make this college?
Yeah, I made it last week. Is it not working for you? All right. But that, okay, cool. Anyways, we doing your shout outs? Anyway.
Yeah.
Beto?
I want to shout out my girl. It's her birthday next week.
Happy
Oh.
birthday. You in love or
Hey,
something?
subscribe to Brianna and Beto
Thank
YouTube
you,
channel,
thank
man. I love that shit.
For real, if you're down, I want to film a YouTube video with you.
Dude, I want you guys to know, all four of you guys, I'm down. If you guys text me, Joel and I will always be down. Well,
Joel said you're a bad texter, bro.
I am.
So call him.
But I text you guys.
Yeah, he does.
I bet I am.
I don't think you've ever. I don't think you've ever missed a text from.
Joel and I are very bad to get a hold of. We're very bad. It's very difficult to tie us down because we're just like out there.
Shout out New Boys. You ain't gonna tie me down.
You ain't gonna tie me down.
Hop on a
Or
song
Ray J.
then.
Shout out to Ray J.
Hop on a song then.
Hey, I could. But for you, dude, you guys were always tip top shape. Like, what's up, guys? What do you guys need? Like,
At ease, soldier.
yeah. Hey.
At ease. We're not bringing you to the protest.
Rebels.
The Marines can stay home.
But yes, I will be down.
All right, bet. All right, shout out my girl. It's her birthday next week, and shout out Melvin, bro. Deadass, everything you said about us, that's literally back to you guys, bro. We're always talking about you guys. We fucking love you guys. You guys are always a fucking good ass time, and it's like you say you look up to us, but we literally look up to you guys.
Well,
You guys are both
yes, I'm 6'5", Joel's 6 feet tall.
Yeah, and we all average 5'7".
Yeah.
Jeans 5'6".
I'm 6'2".
No, you're not.
So shout out to you guys. Shout out to Joel. Shout out to everybody that's protesting for real. I really want to get out there on one of those protests. I feel very strongly about the
We should go right now.
subject.
It's running fun. Well, it's probably over now.
Yeah, let's bring the PC.
I heard that there's a protest at September's.
You're so dumb, bro.
Yeah, let's go protest at the bar real quick.
Wingstop.
We're so pissed.
Shout out.
At the most Trumpy bar too.
Shout out to all the people that always comment. I always think it's crazy because I'm not a commenter myself. I don't comment on people's things. Like I always watch people's content, and I'm like, I like their content, but I never comment. I don't know why.
I'm
just
in
not a
everyone's
commenter.
comments, bro. I'm annoying.
So it's crazy to me that people comment. So I appreciate you guys for commenting. So shout out to everybody that comments.
Palabra, homie.
That's it for my shout outs.
Gazelle with the
Big Fat Belly. Shout out to my boy Melvin, bro. You're
I love you, man. I love you.
I'm not even his girl.
You're such a beautiful soul, bro. Honestly, meeting people like you is dope. And honestly, this podcast wouldn't have been because we would have had to come in this Saturday and talk about this because of everything that's going on. And obviously, we're very opinionated and we have our takes. But having you here and able to just verbalize actual good thoughts and good sentences was, a pleasure. So thank you for coming up, bro.
What you mean, fool?
like all of us like but thank you, bro. Bro, you crushed it, and you were able to just drive the message that we were all thinking. And
shit, bro. For real.
yeah, man, just for everybody out there, like Melvin said, stay safe. Shout out to my baby girl. I know she went to a protest today.
That's
She
right.
went to a protest yesterday as well,
Queen.
and she was in LA yesterday, and today she was in Fontana. And also she told me she would never tell anybody this, but she told me she signed up to volunteer to help people to like get their papers and stuff. It's like she's gonna help them with their tests.
Damn,
That's beautiful.
She's a fucking queen.
That's
Shout out,
beautiful.
Day.
That's wonderful.
She would never tell anybody that shit, but I'm giving her flowers here on a public.
That's wonderful.
platform.
Yeah.
Also, his girl also said like, "Thank you for last birthday when you carried her."
Why you guys? All you guys have accused me of carrying your guys' girlfriend.
The thing is that she got kind of freaked out because you just dropped her and you were just
She was trying to kiss you.
Yo, okay.
Just kiss my girl, Melvin. What the fuck, bro?
No.
She too ugly to kiss?
She's actually.
be
She too
honest.
ugly to kiss?
No. Look, hey, your girl, like, we yes, we're talking about this in front of cameras and stuff like that. Your girl's actually making actual change, and that's fucking awesome, dude.
She's the best. So shout out her.
Well, hold on. My girl's still out there.
You know, she's the best when it comes to this shit.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
I live with her.
Yeah, well, my girl's actually a coyote, bro.
Also,
Sneaking motherfuckers over here.
when you want to talk about Mimosa Sunday,
Yeah.
come look this way.
Immigrants from Mimosa Sundays. That's where you can find Crystal. You know where you can find my girl? At the front lines, bitch.
The frontier, final frontier, yo.
This wasn't a competition.
Just saying.
I'll just give my girl.
Oh, I'll just give my girl props.
Yeah,
She wouldn't admit
Dreams is
it.
like,
She wouldn't
my
admit
girl's
it.
racist, dog.
Yeah.
What's up?
But yeah, shout
Okay.
out.
My girl hates
Oh, yeah,
the movement.
Shout out to
when my
listeners.
girl voted for Trump and now apologize for voting for Trump.
Oh, wow, so brave.
Give it up to her.
We're never going to forget.
Nah, I'm kidding. She did not. She did not. She did not.
We'll forgive
Nah,
her.
I'm kidding.
We'll forgive her. We won't forget it, right, Melvin?
Oh yeah, I unfollowed everyone on Instagram that vote. The day he got elected, and they posted about it, I unfollowed everyone. It doesn't matter how much I love them, how long I've known them. I just did it. I unfollowed.
It's funny because I didn't do that, but I'm seeing the people who voted for him and then now are posting the raid stuff.
Exactly.
And I was like,
and they're posting what to do if you get detained by ICE, bro.
I was like, motherfucker, you.
Well, how do you prevent this?
You voted for Hitler, and then now you're posting what to do if you're a Jew. What the fuck? You fucking
You're in
idiot.
a concentration camp.
So for my shout outs, I would like to shout out before we go into the wind down. I would like to shout out my beautiful lady first.
But not as beautiful as mine, but yeah.
Not as beautiful as Melvin, but yeah.
That's true. That's true. Babe, you're second to Melvin. Shout out.
And remember when carried her?
Dude.
Oh yeah, you can my girl, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why didn't you kiss her? That's crazy.
That's crazy. Had a dress on, asshole.
Look, I don't even remember that night. Go ahead.
Yeah.
She has a dress on. For sure.
Joel didn't give a fuck. He was kissing everybody.
Bro, Joe was kissing all your guys' male cousins. I don't know if you guys know
I
that.
got jealous.
Real quick, me and Joel that night, we fucked up a whole dish of ceviche. Just me and him.
Oh,
We're
and then
just-
we also fucked up. And then I joined you guys, and the large container, the metal container of the ceviche.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason I didn't throw up. Because I got so drunk, but I was just grabbing fucking fistfuls of ceviche. And I was like,
Like his holy water?
yeah. Anyways, go ahead, Lauren.
Great night.
Holy water's crazy. Shout out to everyone out there doing their thing. Shout out to Melvin for pulling up for real.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Shout out to everyone that comments anything. If you guys like the hats and you guys fuck with it, let us know. If you think we should change anything, too bad. Shout out to my family. Shout out to So Primos. Go check them out, obviously.
Oh, God.
It's a very entertaining. I'm always in there. I'm always in the comments. It's amazing. It's awesome.
Thank
show.
you. Thank you. Love you.
Love you too. Shout out to the boys for always pulling up. Shout out to Dreams for making that yoga with puppies videos that the members will see eventually.
Awesome.
That was thanks to you. That was awesome. And
Then Melvin just came up and picked up one of the puppies, bro.
yeah, he's just
Yeah, and then I was like,
funny.
he's allergic. And
But
with
the
that,
dog didn't mind. This is like, actually, you're throwing up. That's actually really
we out.
pleasant.
Peace.
Peace.